Wow, I am learning something here, guys. More than half of the Big 12 coaches are on the brink of losing their job. Take that away from this video, guys. I want to say salute to Well-Off Media for this video footage that you are watching, guys. Don't forget to go to their YouTube channel and subscribe. Salute to Bucky, Deion Sanders Jr. for this video that I'm speaking over. If you are new around here, guys, this is your premier education channel for Buff Nation and the Colorado Buffs and Coach Prime. What I try to do is try to educate you, bring you up to speed about Buff Nation, about Colorado. If you're new to Colorado, if you are new to Boulder, there are videos on my channel that brings you up to speed about Colorado and whatever conference we're going to be playing in. I did that for the Pac-12, and if you didn't know, we are moving to the Big 12. We used to be in the Big 12 10 years ago. We're moving back home to the Big 12, and Coach Prime is going to be a new coach in the Big 12 as he was in 2023 in the Pac-12. With a new head honcho, Coach Prime, how does he stack up? How does he rank with the other coaches in the Big 12? In this video, guys, I want to rank the Big 12 coaches, including Coach Prime, by their winning percentages, and then I'm going to also play a little clip of some of these Big 12 coaches, what they had to say about Coach Prime. We're going to learn about all of that, guys, right after my intro.
BWB, bandwagon Buffs.
That's right. It's your man's Harry Billion. Please do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. Make sure to give me the thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you can get the videos as soon as it uploads to YouTube. All right, family, so I gotta go ahead and get into this video real quick. So that's all the business I got. You know what time it is. Let's work. All right, guys, welcome back. Jordan Seaton, what up? Salute to you, brother. How does Coach Prime stack up with the rest of the Big 12 coaches? Let's not waste no time. Let's go. So I dug a little deep, guys, to find an article that was going to be able to help us out with the research that was necessary to do a video like this. To make a video like this possible, I must give credit where credit is due. This is coming from the website collegesportswire.usatoday.com. Patrick Kahn wrote this article, the information that we are about to consume. So salute to Patrick Kahn. Patrick Kahn compared the Big 12 coaches by winning percentages. So let's get into it. It will be vastly different when the 2024 season kicks off in the Big 12. No longer will we see the Oklahoma Sooners and Texas Longhorns play under the Big 12 banner as they head off to the SEC to increase that conference's membership to 16. The Big 12 is also jumping up to 16 teams with the additions of Arizona, Arizona State, Colorado, and Utah. The Four Corners schools will certainly make things interesting in the new Big 12. And the reason why they say Four Corners, guys, you got to go watch my introduction to Colorado video so that you can see on the map why these are known as the Four Corners schools. Okay, you'll understand more when you look at that video and the map. Okay, the remaining Pac-12 teams went the way of the Big 10, Oregon, UCLA, USC, Washington, and the ACC, California and Stanford, while Oregon State and Washington State were left behind to figure it out on their own. With a new look college football landscape on the horizon next season, here is a look at the Big 12's head coaches ranked by career winning percentages at the FBS level. You can only imagine right now, Coach Prime is coming from the FCS and his first year in the Big 12. I want y'all to guess where he ranks, okay? Coach Prime has only been at the Football Bowl subdivision, that's FBS, only 1 year, that's 2023, the season that we just came from. So go ahead and put in your guess right now where Coach Prime is ranked. Another narrative that I want y'all to pick up from this video, in 2024, Coach Prime has an expectation of making a bowl game, but not just a bowl game, but to also make that 12-team playoff system that we are going into. If Coach Prime wants to make the playoffs, obviously we're not going to be playing all of these teams. Our first 3 games are out-of-conference games, and then we go into all conferences to end out the season. But who is going to be the problem teams that are going to give us the most problem based upon their winning percentages when we play in the Big 12 in 2024? Ranked number 1 is Mike Gundy of Oklahoma State. Is Oklahoma going to be a problem for us? Let's find out. Winning percentage is 67.8%. His career record, 166 to 79, 245 games. That is not a bad record right there. Mike Gundy is one of the longest tenured head coaches in all of college football, tied with soon-to-be fellow Big 12 coach Kyle Whittingham. Both have been with their respective programs since the 2005 seasons as head coach. Gundy had quite the early turnaround in 2023 after losing to South Alabama and struggling with Central Arkansas. This should be among the favorites next season. If they're amongst the favorite, boy, they're going to give us a problem. They're going to give us a problem. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and find out what he had to say about Coach Prime.
I think it's been good. He's brought a lot of exposure to college football. I don't know. I don't know him. So it'd be somewhat speaking out of turn. But what's been interesting is two things from an outsider look in. It looks like he's going to do what he wants to do. He don't care what anybody else says. I always kind of like that. Arguably, what's his plan, whatever, I don't know. It's none of my business. I'm just going to say, I guess, that he knows that he's doing what he thinks is best for Colorado football. That's what I think. But he has brought a lot of exposure and notoriety to college football.
Ranked number 2 is that other old guy, Kyle Whittingham of Utah. Kyle, what's up, man? Y'all give us a problem, it's all good. His winning percentage is 67.2. Career record, 162-79, 241 games. Whittingham has been with Utah since the 1994 season, but only became the head coach in 2005 after working his way up from the defensive lines coach. During his tenure, he has proven to be one of the most consistent head coaches in college football. Whittingham only produced 2 losing seasons in 19 seasons at the helm. Ranked number 3 is going to be Gus, the bus driver. I'm kidding. Gus Malzahn, Central Florida. His winning percentage, 65.2%. Career record, 101-54, 155 games. The longtime high school football coach made the jump to the collegiate ranks in 2006 with Arkansas. He earned his first shot as a head coach with Arkansas State before taking over Auburn in 2012. Malzahn has been the head coach at UCF since 2021. He helped lead Auburn to a national championship as the offensive coordinator. The current Knights head coach would need to regroup after finishing 6-7 in his first season with the Big 12. All right, so what did he have to say?
Yeah, impressive to see what he did at Jackson State. And of course, he's creating a lot of buzz for his program right now. I mean, we'll see what happens when they start playing, but he's done a really good job of getting attention to his program, and it looks like they're recruiting well.
Coming in the 4th place is Chris Kleiman from Kansas State. Coach Kleiman's winning percentage, 61.9%. His career record, 39-24, 63 games. Prior to his current run with Kansas State, Kleiman led North Dakota State to 4 national championships in 5 years with the Bison. The current Kansas State head coach has only had 1 poor showing in Manhattan, which came in the pandemic-shortened season. Can the Wildcats return to the top in 2024? Not if Coach Primes has anything to say about that. Buff Nation, my BWBs. Not if we got something to say about that. Holla at me. 5th ranked coach in the Big 12, that's going to be Scott Satterfield of Cincinnati. Coach Satterfield's winning percentage, 60.5%. Career record, 75-9, 124 games. Satterfield served as an assistant for 14 years before getting the opportunity to be a head coach at his alma mater, Appalachian State. He left after 6 seasons to take the job at Louisville and never had the same success. Satterfield left in 2023 for the vacant Cincinnati job during the time in which it seemed his seat was hot. After finishing 3-9, he has his work cut out for him with the Bearcats. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Let me hear what you guys are taking away, guys. I want you guys to take away some things, guys. Who are the teams that are going to be tough for us? The coaches that are going to be tough. This guy right here, Mr. Satterfield, he's seeming like a guy who is in trouble, and he might be hard to play. He might be tough to play because you know how Wonder Dogs be playing, right? Ooh, gotta be careful with this guy. Moving on to our number 6 ranked coach in the Big 12 is Kalani Sitake, Brigham Young. His winning percentage, 59.8%. Career record, 61-41, 102 games. The former BYU fullback returned to Provo in 2016 for the first time since he served as a grad assistant in 2002. Sitake climbed the ranks at Utah and Oregon State before getting a chance to run the Cougars program. BYU suffered its second losing season under Sitake in year 1 with the Big 12. Let's go ahead and find out what he had to say about Coach Prime.
I don't know Dion personally, but I love watching him play, and I always liked his personality, and I'm a Niners fan, so I liked him when he was there. Didn't like him so much when he was here, but I recognize his skill and his talents, and he has great charisma, and so I know he has great presence. I can't critique him on anything other than he has a unique perspective on what he needs to do for his team, and just like I do on mine, so it's hard for me to be critical other than just like I know how hard it is to be a head coach, and I wish all the guys in college football the best of luck in running the programs, but it's just different now. We're taking advantage of what's available now. That's the transfer portal, NIL, all those different things. Whether you agree with it or not, it's going to be different. And I think he's found a unique way to make it right for him. I think it's good for you're looking at when you're talking about a profession where a lot of people have a chance to be the head coach. I'm a nobody fullback that scored 1 touchdown in 50 games. So I mean, although that 1 touchdown was super spectacular, you know what I mean? It's nothing that's like that I can hang my hat on and got me here. But then at the same time, you have guys that have storied and wonderful careers as a player that are head coaches too. So it's a diverse profession where so many different people, whether they can coach in high school and become successful in college, it doesn't have any barriers to it. So anytime you can add to the mix, it just shows you how open and how wonderful coaching football is.
Moving on to our number 7th ranked coach in the Big 12, that's Neil Brown of West Virginia. Neil, what up, man? You're looking a little concerned there. And who's that black guy next to you on the right-hand side? He looking like y'all about to lose a game. You know what that look like? That's like, oh, man, they want my job. They want my job. Let me stop messing with Mr. Neil and his black assistant. It's racial. Winning percentage, 59.9%. Career record, 66-45. All of that coming to 111 games. There might not have been a hotter seat coming into 2023 for any head coach not named Jimbo Fisher. He's been fired already, okay? Everybody want to Coach Prime to take his job. It ain't happening, you know what I'm saying? He's staying put at Colorado in Boulder, okay? Anyways, the lone success came during the pandemic-shortened season where Brown finished with a 6-4 record. It was the season he needed to keep his job with a 9-4 campaign capped off by a victory over North Carolina in the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Now that explains that look they both have. These coaches, boy, I tell you. Moving on to number 8 is going to be Matt Campbell of Iowa State. Matt Campbell, what does his look tell you? He's like, what's going on up there, What's going on up there? Can you please give me a call, Mr. Analyst, Mr. Pat Shermer? No. Mr. Whoever your analyst is, you sure that play call was right? Because my job is on the line. Anyways, winning percentage 58.3%, career record 88-63. All of that out of 151 games. The past year might have been the most difficult for Matt Campbell after the gambling probe that shook the foundation of his football team. Most notably losing his starting quarterback Hunter Deckers. However, Rocco Becht was more than ready for the challenge. After posting a 4-8 record in 2022, Campbell and the Cyclones rebounded with a 7-6 campaign after losing to Memphis in the AutoZone Liberty Bowl. You see that look on his face? Y'all picking up what these coaches are putting down? Are y'all picking that up, guys? If Coach Prime comes into this Big 12 and he wreaks havoc, a lot of these faces, guys, you might not be seeing after next year. You see these worried faces? These guys with these worried faces? Look at that white guy on the left-hand side, looking like Jeb Bush. He was like, forget this politics stuff. I like football. And what he had to say about Coach Prime?
Well, I think it's certainly earned. I obviously don't know him. My respect for him as a young kid admiring such a phenomenal football player. And, I think what you've seen him do as a leader and the football teams that he's built, it's been really fun to watch. And, obviously the excitement that is built around him, there's a lot of energy and excitement now around that Colorado football program. So it'll be fascinating to continue to watch him build that program.
Mr. Matt Campbell, your job may be on the line next year, but we're moving on to number 9, our 9th-ranked Big 12 coach by winning percentage, Joey McGuire of Texas Tech. Joey got that little bit of a half a smile like he just went for it on 4th down and made it. I don't know. What are you reading on his face? Is he keeping his job? Winning percentage, 57.7%. Career record, 15-11, 26 games. For the first time since Mike Leach roamed the sidelines in Lubbock, Texas, there's a real buzz around Texas Tech. Both Joey McGuire and Leach won 14 of their first 25 games with the Red Raiders, but the new head coach won both of his bold matchups. He also convinced 5-star wide receiver Micah Hudson to play for the Midnight Matadors. Keep your eyes on the Under Armour All-American in 2024. What you got to say about Coach Prime?
I think I have a very unique perspective. I coached Bucky his sophomore year at Cedar Hill, so his oldest son played for me. And then my brother-in-law played with him with the Atlanta Braves. And so, I feel like I know Deion very well, and we if you don't know, there's two people. There's Coach Prime and there's Dion. And, man, my experiences with him have been great. And I'm excited to watch what he does. And I think, he brings a uniqueness to the sport, and I know Colorado and their fans are really excited. And so I'm anxious to see. They got a tough start. They're going to play my good friend Sonny Dykes right off the bat, and then they're going to turn around and play my good friend Matt Rule and my son. And so we're going to find out real quick, because I think all three teams are going to be ready to play those 2 weeks.
All right, guys, we're moving right along to number 10, the 10th ranked coach in the Big 12 by their winning percentage. That's going to be Willie Fritz of Houston. His winning percentage, 57.1%. Career record, 72-54, 126 games. Willie Fritz is another new face in the conference as he takes over the Houston job left vacated by the dismissal of Dana Holgorsen. In the last 2 seasons at Tulane, Fritz led the Green Wave to a combined 23-4 record with a Cotton Bowl victory over USC under his belt. He can bring a level of excitement in Houston that has been missing since Tom Herman left for Texas. We got a couple of Houston players, guys. Which one of these coaches was Alto's coach and the other guy that came over from Houston? Can you figure out who the guy I'm talking about is? Can you figure out which coach was it? Put your answers in the comment. No Google. We are moving right along to number 11th, Sonny Dykes of Texas Christian. That's TCU, in case you didn't know. And if you just learned that, give me a heart emoji or give me a fire emoji. Sonny Dykes is one of the most classiest coaches that we played in 2023. He was very classy. I made a video about that. Go check it out on the channel. You understand what I'm saying? I respect that guy. His winning percentage, 55.3%. His career record, 89-72 out of 161 games. After the 2022 season, it appeared that Sonny Dykes had found a formula to make him successful in the new-look Big 12. However, he came crashing down to earth after a 5-7 season. It will be about reloading in the 2024 season. His success next season will hinge on who the quarterback will be. So I think in 2023, guys, if you go back to the Big 12 quarterbacks, in 2023, they played 2 quarterbacks. Just a little bit of information for this. I'll give you a slight little history on this quarterback situation. So in 2022, when we had the 1-11 team, the 1-11 team played TCU and they hung in there when Chandler was the quarterback. I believe Chandler got injured in that game, and Max Duggan, who was trying to find a team or a home in the NFL, I don't know if he's already found one. You can go ahead and let me know if he did find one. All right, guys. But Max Duggan from TCU, he came into the game, he took over, and then they went undefeated in 2022. They faced Georgia, and you know what happened when they faced Georgia. Georgia gave them that spanking. It looked like a high school team versus an NFL team. That's how bad it was. He was a diamond in the rough. They didn't really understand what they had, so they didn't start him. Chandler was the starter. He took over for Chandler. In 2023, Chandler started the season off. We beat him, obviously. That was the first game of the season. I was actually in the stadium. I don't know if Chandler got hurt again. It looks like they actually installed a different quarterback. So I don't know what's going on with Chandler. I didn't follow their season. That's why they're talking about depending on who the quarterback is going to be. It just seems like Chandler's not that guy. You understand what I'm saying? All right, guys, before I read this next one, if you are appreciating this information in this video, guys, if you are being entertained or being informed, please give me a like on this video, or also please make sure that you subscribe if you are not subscribed to the channel, guys. I appreciate you. All right, our Big 12, number 12th ranked coach by his winning percentage is going to be Lance Leipold of Kansas. Uh-oh, he's looking kind of happy there. Something good happened. Look at his face. He's looking kind of happy there. His winning percentage is 50%. Career record, 54-54. That guy is straight up 500. 108 games. He broke even, guys. He broke even. It should come as a shock to no one that Lance Leipold's name has come up in conversation about vacant jobs this past cycle. After leading Buffalo to a 24-10 record in his final 3 seasons with the Bulls, Leipold completely turned around Kansas in his first 3 years. This past season, the Jayhawks finished 9-4 with a good core of players returning in 2024. The sky is the limit for this team in the new look Big 12. We'll have something to say about that. Coach Prime got something to say about that. Is that guy black? Does he look black to you? Is he another CSU Norville? Is he black? Is that guy black? I'm looking for black guys, okay? Searching for black FBS coaches. Searching all FBS coaches that are black. Coming in at the 13th ranked coach in the Big 12 is Dave Aranda of Baylor. Is he Dominican? No, he ain't black. He's not all the way black. That sounds like a Dominican name. Aranda, baby. Anyway, his winning percentage is 47.9%. Career record 23-25. That's not good, bro. That's not good. 48 games. After posting a 2-7 record during the pandemic-shortened season in 2020, Dave Aranda turned it around completely in 2021, finishing 12-2 with a Big 12 championship. Woo! Okay, I see you, son. I see you, Aranda. Randa. You turned it Aranda. You see what I did there? You turned it Aranda. Yeah, baby. He went on to lead the Bears to a Super Bowl victory before the nightmare finish over the last 2 seasons. Aranda is 9-16 since winning the conference title. Outside of the dream season in 2021, the Baylor head coach is 11-23. It feels like that one season was an aberration. Now he must turn it around in 2024 to save his job. You picking up what these coaches are putting out, man? Ain't gonna be no Big 12 coach left. I'm telling you. Yo, more than half of these coaches are on the hot seat in the Big 12. That is one crazy narrative that I did not know about. Wow, I am learning something here, guys. More than half of the Big 12 coaches are on the brink of losing their job. Take that away from this video, guys. Almost all of them are on the hot seat. Sheesh. Oh, man. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Jet Fish of Arizona comes in as the number 14th ranked coach in the Big 12. He did really good this year. Boy, he took his team and turned it around. I can tell you that. I ain't need to read this article to tell you that. They beat us, and boy, I thought we were going to beat them, but they beat us, and they went through and won a bowl game. And guess what? Guess who played for him? One of Shador's friend who left our team after that spring game. Yeah. MLC, Montana Lamarius Craig. Yeah. He played for Jet Fish, okay? And they won that bowl game. His winning percentage is 43.6. Career record, 17-22. He's on the losing side, guys. He's on the Anyways, that's out of 39 games. Jet Fish did a remarkable job in 2023. He sure did. He won just one game in 2021 and improved to 5-7 in year 2 on the job. After 2 seasons in Tucson, he is looking like a coach who can take the Wildcats to great heights. He doubled last season's win total and is coming off a win over Oklahoma in the Alamo Bowl. Fish should have earned Coach of the Year honors for his performance. Think he should have, man. What he did in 2023, that was something, boy. He was knocking off ranked teams like it was nothing. Yo, I'm telling you, I thought that's what we were going to do. I thought what Jet Fish did is exactly what Coach Prime was going to do. Unfortunately, we kind of fell short, but, you know, he did that thing. And that might be the thing that we do. We might be the Arizona of the Big 12 in 2024. I'm telling you, we're going to be knocking off some ranked teams. They're going to be like, yo, these are the new look Buffs, boy. Woo-hoo! That Block Bully and the Wade twins. And my Nigerian, my African connections, them Buffaloes are looking a little scrumptious this year. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move on to our number 15 ranked coach of the Big 12. Woo-hoo-woo! Stand up. If you are sitting down right now, unless you are driving, stand up for Coach Prime Deion Sanders of Colorado. That's the number 15 ranked coach, and he's going to be number 1 when this is all said and done. You understand what I'm saying? Put some respect on the coach of the year. Yeah. That's our guy right there. Our guy's the guy that their guy is always talking about. You understand what I'm saying? Let's go. Now to humble ourselves. With the winning percentage, 33.3%. Career record, 4-8. 12 games, okay? Leave the high school and the Jackson State stuff alone. We're talking about FBS. That's Football Bowl Subdivision. That's the Big Boys League. This is his percentage based on year number 1, okay? All right, what is this great thing they're about to say about Coach Prime? There was a level of excitement we haven't seen in Boulder in years, and it was all thanks to Coach Prime. It started off great with wins over TCU and Nebraska to start the year. The Buffs were 4-2 at the midway point, but suffered 6 straight losses to close out 2023. Now that Sanders has loaded up in the portal once again, they might make some noise in the Big 12. Coming in number 16, let's go to our number 16 rank. That's dead last. That's right. Dead last is Kenny Dillingham of Arizona State. Kenny Dillingham, what's up, my guy? Sun Devils. Little fun fact about the Sun Devils, guys. The Sun Devils got their name when their track coach was one day running alongside the seabed, and while he was was running, a dust storm formed, and that dust storm rolled up in the form of a Sun Devil. Right at that point, the track coach was like, that should be our name. At that time, they were trying to figure out who this should be, and he said, we should be the Sun Devils. Go check my stats, boy. I know about these teams, okay? That's how they became the Sun Devils, man. I'm an educated channel, okay? Go check the story. No cap, baby. No cap. What is his winning percentage? 25%. Smack on the nizzo. That's the nose. Career record 3-9. 12 games. Whew, man, at least we won 4. All the haters are like, that ain't any better, Harry B. Stop playing. Keep going. It didn't matter who took the job at Arizona State. Year 1 was going to be especially tough. The Sun Devils showed glimpses of what they could be under new head coach Kenny Dillingham. In the new look Big 12, will ASU be more like the team that was blanked by Fresno State or the one that knocked off UCLA? I don't know, man. I don't know. Do you know? To make the 12-team playoffs, Coach Prime has to win this conference. You don't necessarily have to go undefeated, but you can win your conference and you'll automatically get a bid. You don't have to get Florida State. They went 13-0 and they were not invited into the playoffs. You don't have to worry about that. In the new system, if you win your conference, you get an automatic bid. That's how it's going to be. So if Coach Prime wants to get into that 12-team playoff system, he has to go through these coaches. Our O-line was not that great and our defensive line was not that great, but we've made a lot of changes. He's also said that he's going to be more hands-on. He's not just going to be getting recommendations anymore. He's going to be more hands-on, choosing the people that he wants to surround himself with, starting with the players as well as the coaching staff, to make sure that he doesn't repeat what happened in the Pac-12 in 2023. I feel really good, and you should too. The things that I'm seeing, the data that I'm crunching, everything that I'm seeing, if you are a Buff fan and you're listening to me, you're still here, you made it this far into the video, which means that you like the content. You should press that subscribe button, which I would definitely appreciate. But you should know that we are going to be good. We're going to be really good in the Big 12. The Big 12 is wide open. As you can see, all of these coaches are not all that winning of coaches. Almost half of these coaches are on the hot seat or about to lose their job. And the quarterbacks, if you watch the quarterback video, the Big 12 quarterbacks versus Shador video that I put out, you understand that the quarterbacks are not that accurate. They are not as accurate as Shador is. So there's a lot of different narratives. That's why I do these videos. There's a lot of different narratives that you can draw by learning about these coaches, by learning about the quarterbacks, learning about the Big 12, that can give you confidence about our chances in 2024. So I hope this information was good for you guys. I hope you got something from this information. I hope you learned a little something from it. I'm just going to leave it right there, guys, and end it with Skull Buffs. Okay?